and welcome to another episode of Top Deck, the series where we take a look at some of the best performing decks in the TCG metagame. So today we have Shane Lacey's 8th position Pendulum Magician deck from the regionals over this weekend. So what we'll do, as per usual, take a quick look at the deck itself, make any initial comments, go through the comments from Shane about how the deck performed, how his rounds panned out, and any changes that he'd make in the future. And then, of course, you're invited to give your own comments. So let's take a look at the deck. 3 Astrograph Sorcerer, 3 Chronograph Sorcerer, 3 Wisdom Eye Magician, 3 Harmonizing Magician, 3 Purple Poison Magician, 3 Black Fang Magician, 3 Oath Dragon Magician, 1 Time Gazer Magician, 1 Stargazer Magician, 3 Supreme King Dragon Darkworm, Double Gate 0, Triple Ash Blossom for the hand traps, nothing more than that, Triple Wavering Eyes, Double Duelist Alliance, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Dragon Shrine, 1 Star Pendulum Graph, and Double Time Pendulum Graph. For the extra, 2 Electromite, 1 Decode, 1 Sayuja, 1 Supreme Clearwing, 1 Omega, 1 Ignister, a Time Star, Supreme Rebellion, Tornado, Baguska, Naruto, Absolute to bring out Vortex, Supreme Starving, and, of course, Vortex. As for the side deck, Double Humongous is easily Pendulum summoned, and is fairly small, so you can beat over it. Double Chaos Hunter, Triple Ghost Ogre, Triple Cyclone, Double Unending Nightmare, and Triple Evenly Matched. So, for starters, the things that are different from the ones that we've seen so far in the series, there's the second copy of Gate 0, so that the second time that you summon Darkworm, it's still live, which is pretty interesting to see. Black Fang, some people are running a lot of this, some people are running very few, so it's cool to see this as basically an extension of your combos. Wavering Eyes in the main is a bit different from what we normally see. Otherwise, it's a pretty solid, fairly standard list. For the main, the extra for most of the Pendulum decks that we see are almost identical, actually. It just tends to be these two that people are really deciding on what they want to run. Also note that there's no Dweller in this deck, so that does make it a little bit more susceptible to some graveyard decks. Maybe that's something worth considering. But let's get the comments from Shane himself. So round 1, he played against Grand Magi and 2-0'd. Then round 2, Dino, he 2-0'd them. Round 3, another Grand Magi, 2-0. That's some interesting representation here. Round 4, ABC Invoked, Lightsworn. He beat them 2-1. Round 5, Spiral, he lost 1-2. Round 6, Hero, 2-1 them. And round 7, against Zombie Sworn, he went 0-2. So as far as choices, he said the Wavering Eyes was a last-minute choice, which he actually regretted. Even with no mirror matches, he doesn't feel like it would have done the purpose that he wanted, especially with no Iris or Joker available. And he gave a brief discussion with the Pendulum Magician group as to how he felt about it. Overall, he said it was pretty much lackluster, because without that double Iris pop, it doesn't really get you a great deal. I mean, you can pop the Sorcerers, which is quite nice, but there's not that much else. And he mentioned that even Twin Twister or Cyclone would have done essentially the same job and been more versatile in those matches against the opponent. So maybe Wavering Eyes isn't a thing that you want to be playing unless you can be certain about going up against Pendulum and then resolving for 4, then it becomes seriously good. Ghost Ogre was sided in every game going second, except for against Grand Magi, obviously. But really, he felt the impact when it was used against him more than anything, because he didn't see it all that often. It's a really strong card against the current meta, and he feels that it hits a lot of strong meta choices, especially things like you can hit the Electromite and suddenly you lose the 2 zones that you would want to Pendulum into, which is a really big deal. He found that the Darkworm engine worked pretty well. It's a good option for your normal summon, given that you don't have the Joker anymore. And there are so few things in here that you do actually have to normal summon, so getting a normal summon that does something is just a really good card to be able to have. I asked him a little bit about whether he'd put Veiler in over Ogre, which one he thinks is better, and he believes that Ogre is the better option at the moment, just because it's able to deal with so many things. So that's been Shane Lacey's 8th place deck list. What do you guys think about this list? Have you got any comments or suggestions that you would like to make on it? Which of the Pendulum decks that you've seen so far has been your favourite? And what would you like to see from these decks in the future. If you're interested in taking part in the Top Deck series, check out the description. You got all the information there about how to get in touch. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you want to stay tuned and if you want to get more people involved in these discussions. And thanks for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.